Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of the Whiskey Diaries. My name is Mark Lang and we're here at Death and Taxes, and today we're going to be talking about the Highland Park 30-year-old. This whiskey is listed in the 101 whiskies that you should try before you die, and it's actually incredible. Highland Park is the northernmost distillery in the world, all the way up in the island of Orkney. Orkney has two distilleries, which is Highland Park and Scapa. Scapa is another beautiful whiskey that we're going to try later on. But Highland Park in itself, it's a very interesting whiskey and distillery in itself. It started in 1798, but it was surrounded by a lot of illegal distilling, so they didn't actually start distilling till 1826, legally I mean. But it's one of those whiskies that is completely underdog. Like, you wouldn't think that Highland Park would have won so many awards, and is considered probably one of the top 5, maybe in the top 10 best whiskies in the world. The distillery itself produces a quite particular whiskey. They have an excellent wood program. It's owned by the same company that owns Macallan, so they share some of the a lot of the sherry basically theories. They apply a lot of sherry into all the Highland Parks. The 10-year-old, the 12, the origins that we previously reviewed in one of the videos, they all have a heavy sherry influence. The 30-year-old is a 100% aged in sherry casks. All the sherry casks are coming from Jerez, directly sourced, because obviously they have the same wood program as Macallan, so they get the first tips on a lot of sherry. This particular whiskey, it comes in a very unassuming bottle, and that's what I like about Highland Park in itself. It's a 30-year-old, and it comes in a very similar bottle with what you get for a 12 or 18 or so on and so on. The box is made out of oak as well. It's a beautiful box. It's just quite simple, but it lets the whiskey speak for itself. Now, this 30-year-old comes at 45.7% ABV, 100% aged in sherry cask. For what I can see on the color in itself on the whiskey, I believe that probably second fill sherry casks, which means obviously it's the second time a whiskey has been in there. Now, I'll put the glass next to it so you can see the color as well on a little glass, and you can definitely see the color, the sherry influence in that color. Yeah, that's definitely smell like Highland Park. Has that? It's a very particular aroma. Like it's what do you say? Because Sky, for instance, or Isla has a really strong smoke. This one, the smoke doesn't come as much, but it's like a subtle, more like barbecue smoke, or more like a wood fire smoke. Yeah, that's delicious. So you get a lot of the sherry presence in there, and then after that you get a little bit of the smoke. It's absolutely stunning if you can get your hands around it. It's absolutely delicious. A lot of sherries and like dry fruits, the dry apricots that you get from sherry casks and sorts. Excellent whiskey. So hopefully you enjoy the show. Again, if you have any whiskies that you would like to recommend or that you want us to review, I'm more than happy to do it. Just put it on the comments, and we'll see you next time. Slàinte mhath.